Well, hello, all my lug nuts. It's good to see you again. Yes, it's still cold, and yes, I'm still wearing overalls and my hat and everything else like that. But, it's what I get for starting a YouTube channel in the middle of winter, in the middle of the coldest winter that Texas Gulf Coast has seen in years. So, uh, you know, forgive the weather, forgive the outfit, but it's going to be warm soon, and you'll see me sweating to death out here one day. Goose, safety man, come here. Sit. As always, I have my trusty safety man, Goose, with me to make sure that we're safe and we're doing everything to the oh shit certification standard. Correct? Correct. All right. So today, we're going to take a look at Momma's project. So this is, so I've been married for 30 years. Momma Lugnut is, she's been around since we were teenagers. We've been together forever. And we've started a project like this more than one time with her. And this one's going to stick because this one's a little bit different. So she has always wanted a convertible Volkswagen Beetle. And that's what we found her. We got it. It did run and drive. It's been fine. And then we decided that we were going to restore it, paint it, make it look good, make it into what she wants it to be. Now, she hasn't quite decided on color. I think she's leaning towards pink. It is her car. She can have whatever she wants because she puts up with my crap all the time. So, this car is a little bit different than most of your Volkswagen Beetles, and it's one that I got specifically because of that reason. This is a 69, and it has an auto stick or an automatic stick shift in it. So basically, it's a clutchless manual transmission. It's I haven't done all the research on how it works. I am going to have to do the research on how it works because I got to pull the motor and everything else and go through it and make sure that it all runs solid, make sure she's got enough power to get up on the highway and do what she wants to do. But it's torn down in pieces, as you can see. We did start working on it. We pulled the fenders, we pulled the interior, and I do have to do some body work on it. Up in the front right corner, I got to add a new quarter panel and everything to it. It is full of crap, but from when we moved it over here. But Momma did a lot of work on this thing, and with that, let's just take a quick tour around this car. All right, as you can see, we've taken the front fenders off of it. That was a beast to get done because a lot of that was rusty, and not really rusty, but corroded and stuck together. The reason that we took the front fenders off is because I want to go through, I want to redo all the brakes, and this front apron was crunched in at one point in time. I forgot that that's all locked up, but as you can see, this whole quarter panel has been worked over with fiberglass and all kinds of stuff. So this quarter panel is an absolute disaster. And I do have another quarter panel for it. We are going to get all that garbage out of there, and we're going to do fresh metal in there. But, the paint doesn't match on it, as you can see. We're going to go through, and when this thing is done, it is going to be a showstopper. Now, the good news is that this does have the stock, it does have a 1600cc motor in it that I pulled all the numbers on and everything else. Single carb, probably stay with that. She doesn't want anything, crazy. She just needs it to be reliable for when she drives it around. We're going to redo the bumpers. We're going to redo everything in here. Now, one of the things that we did do, and Momma did all this stuff herself, and I'm so very proud of her, was we went in and we scraped we went in and wire wheeled all of the interior floor panels, back panel. We did all of that, and then we hit it with a rust preventer from Eastwood. So obviously the top is still in here. The tools are still in here, but you can see that we went through. There is a little bit of dirt and stuff in here from that, but that's that clutchless 3-speed that I was talking about. And if you look down at the pedals, you'll see that there's only 2 pedals, gas and a brake. So, this is a work in progress. Like I said, there's not a lot to go over here. But you'll get to see this on the channel more as we begin working on it. We'll go live while we're working on it and see if we can't bring you guys along on the journey to build Mama's bug that she's always wanted. So once again, there's a time and a place to break them apart and work on them, and then there's a time and a place to just drive them. This is one that needed to be pulled apart and rebuilt so that it is Mama's dream car. All right, lug nuts, this is going to be a much shorter video. Like I said, this is a project that's in process right now and still has a long way to go, but it will become an amazing car, and we hope to bring you along on that journey. I think Mama really enjoys working on this thing with me. It gives us some quality time. So, I'll tell you, if you can get your spouse out there in the shop with you, if you can get your kids out there in the shop with you, take that time, soak it up, enjoy every minute of it, because it all goes by too fast. You got to take time in life to enjoy the toys. You got to take time in life to enjoy the time with your family. And I can't recommend if you're capable of doing it, I can't recommend a better, bonding event than working on cars. Everybody talks about holding their flashlight for their dad. I love it when my kids help me on these things. I love it when my wife helps me on these things. And you'll get to see that as we move on. So with that being said, we're going to sign off for today. As always, my little lug nuts, I need you to keep the rubber side down and the shiny side up.